But Douglas, it's a huge tradition to have the Veterans Day program in our gym, and we get students involved every year, whether it's carrying a flag or just attending. We've always got people there, and a lot of people are going to see this video. And is there anything that you'd like to say or like for them to know about your organization?
The Patriot Guard funeral mission that we started at Post 136, the Legion Riders. We all decided to do that because of the Westboro Baptist Church in Topeka was picketing military funerals. And they also, that's the reason we started. Once they started doing that, we decided to ride to, at invitation from the family, ride to the church or the funeral home and park our motorcycles flagged up. And then also, as you've seen the pictures of, we hold a 10-foot conduit pole with a 3x5 American flag and form a barrier between the protesters and the family in the church. And then also escort to the cemetery and do a perimeter guard around the cemetery with where they're laying that brave soldier to rest. We don't want the family to have to see protesters there. But for the Patriot Guard mission, I wrote down, looked up how many missions we've done. We've done 87 fallen hero funeral missions here in Kansas, just here in Kansas, and one in Oklahoma since 2005. For funeral missions, that's one of our most important missions, whether it's Legion Rider or a Patriot Guard mission. And for Legion Rider funeral missions, it's for this area, it's got to be probably getting close to 800 to 1,000. And we've done 5 firefighters here in Kansas that lost their lives fighting fires or going to and from a fire. So altogether for Patriot Guard missions, we've done 104 since 2005. We go to grade schools, middle schools, high schools on Veterans Day or Memorial Day and talk about the military. Plus the American Legion Riders have a $1,000 scholarship for seniors that are graduating, going to college, and your parents have to be a military veteran. And then we do charity events, fundraisers. We have one that we call Operation Surprise. We raise money to help go out to McConnell Air Force Base and buy groceries for E5 and below families that are E5 below is a sergeant and below.
My name's Dan McDowell. This is Steve Zimmerman. We're with American Legion Riders, and this is the 39th annual Wichita Toy Run. All the toys that are collected, they go to the Toys for Tots, and we do this every year, and it's a from the heart situation, and there's nothing we'd rather do than to help the kids out here in Wichita and throughout the community.
I wondered if you guys could tell us about how and why each of you became involved in the American Legion Riders.
When I got out of the Marine Corps, first thing I wanted to do when I lived in El Dorado is I wanted to join the American Legion. So I go down to the American Legion post and I said, I would like to sign up to join the American Legion. They said, you're not eligible. It kind of ticked me off. I spent 3 years in the Marine Corps and they said, you're not eligible. I said, well, why not? So, well, you've got to serve during a time of war. Well, I got out in 1961. Vietnam War hadn't been declared yet as actual war. So you had to be a member during wartime to join. So all these years, made me mad, but all these years, I didn't think I'd join. Well, when the Patriot Guard started up, I saw what these guys were doing. Anybody could join the Patriot Guard. You didn't have to be in the military to join the Patriot Guard. So I signed up to join the military. I said, or the Patriot Guard. I said, I'd like to have somebody to ride with. Well, his two ride captains, both are deceased now. They said, well, join the American Legion, ride with us. And I said, I'm not eligible. I said, well, when did you serve? And I told them, said, you're eligible. I said, I am. They said, yeah. So within the next week, I went down and joined the American Legion, and I've been riding with these guys ever since. And it was just kind of I feel like it was a duty, because then we were doing quite a few KIA funerals, and I just felt like it was a responsibility and a duty for someone that was able-bodied, and I rode a motorcycle, and so that was one of the best organizations I ever joined. In fact, since I've been in there for almost 13 years now doing this, that's my second home. I just really feel at home. It's something worthy to do.
And went to Cripple Creek, Colorado for POWMA conventions and Winter Park, and we've met with the Rolling Thunder out of California, rode around to Washington, D.C. We've done that for, 4 years?
5 years.
5 years. We've done that and back, and that's really rewarding. Go to Vietnam Wall.
We'll leave out here at 3 o'clock in the morning and ride maybe 15 degrees of weather. And we've ridden in the rain and the snow and the wind and ice storms, you name it, we've ridden in it. But it's not for us, it's for those that have gone before us. And we do it for honor and respect. You know, a veteran, regardless of where he served, how he served, and when he served, when he signed up to be a veteran, whether he enlisted or was drafted, he signed on a sheet of paper there that he was giving his life, if so be, and that's a lot you can say for a veteran.
one thing that was super impactful for me to hear today from the American Legion Riders was how emotional one of the veterans got talking about the American flag and how just disrespectful he thought it was that people weren't standing or that people didn't respect a flag like they should. And it made me realize that that flag is so much more than just a flag to them. It is a sign of everything they stand for, and knowing now that it affects them so much emotionally and it really means so much to them, I think it puts into perspective how important it is that we respect not only what they do but what they stand for.